Hi there. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. It's been a little while, but we're back in the thick of things. Last time we were about to get some exposition, I assume, from Herlock about, well, that whole professor business, and also why fucking Enoch Trevor's wax statue is here, and why it looks so different from what we've seen before. So let's see what Herlock has to say beyond his great detectives are wanting to lie that he said last time, like a little sussy baka. Man, it's been a hot minute. Let me see if I gotta rediscover the voice. I believe I told you a little about the professor yesterday, did I not? He took the lives of 5 victims, every one being either a member of the aristocracy or royalty. Yeah, I do remember that part. All were attacked by an enormous hunting hound and had their throats ripped from their bodies. Jeez, that's pretty grisly. I mean, I know it's a hunting hound, not a grizzly, but you know. Oh gosh! An enormous hound? How awful! After taking the life of his fifth victim, the killer was apprehended. It was a case of unprecedented magnitude in Britain, you understand. Accordingly, even though I'm pretty sure, well, in this case it was Jane the Ripper, I feel like that guy killed more people than just 5, but you know. The professor was tried in a closed court. No members of the public were permitted. A closed court? So you mean that the professor's identity? As you surmised, my dear fellow, his identity was never made public. Oh. Huh. I mean, I guess that explains why well, I mean, it doesn't explain why he's missing his head, but, I guess that explains why he just called Professor, you know, because, you know, by this point I feel like they would have shared his name if we had known it, you know? Naturally, he was found guilty and was summarily sentenced to death by hanging. He was buried in a grave at Lowgate Cemetery, which adjoins the rear of the prison where he had been held. Oh, so you got a cemetery and prison combo, so you can just throw the bodies of the people you execute who were staying at the prison. However, that was not the end of the affair. Whoa, really? Oh? Elaborate? The very night that he was buried, the convicted man came back to life. Oh. Damn, maybe was there some kind of like necromancy shenanigans going on? Like, jeez. Came back to life? He clawed his way out of the ground and emerged into the moonlit graveyard. Okay, how did he do that if he was hung or hanged? I'm pretty sure once you get hanged, you're dead for good. The exhibit here depicts that very scene, as described by the sole witness to those chilling events. There was a witness? Ah, but of course, my dear fellow. It was none other than the young man in the white overcoat. Oh. Enoch Trevor. He saw it happen? Huh. Man, this Enoch fella sure is getting a lot of build-up. And seems to have a lot of importance to the story. By the way, that's pretty spooky. Though, I mean, surely it's not actually... the fellow didn't actually come back to life. Like, I know he's turning at spirit channeling, but undead is a little bit more extreme, you know? So this is a waxwork model of Enoch Drebber. 10 years ago, the convicted professor, having been gibbeted, I assume that's another way of saying executed, though gibbeted is pretty funny. Or is it gibbeted? And buried, emerged from his grave in the dead of night. The sole witness to that unimaginable scene was this young man. For appearances, I would say he was about 20 years old. I mean, I wouldn't have guessed, but yeah, he's definitely younger, that's for sure. And his hair's not white in this image. It's so horrifying. Scared out of his wits, the young Drebber ran to a nearby police station to report the incident. And the sheer terror of what we had seen, it's said to have turned his hair white overnight. Oh, well, yeah, I guess that explains it. It's like that one song, by the Crash Test Dummies. Yeah, well, yes. As shown in the photograph we have of him, his hair is completely white. Another thing that I wonder if that's a thing that actually happens in real life, like people's hair just goes white from pure trauma or shock. Because that is something that's you see occasionally in media such as this and other examples, but like I don't know if that has any basis in reality. Like, I mean, I know trauma can be pretty physically taxing, but you know, turning your hair white seems like more of a dramatic touch than anything. For the following few days, the story of what he'd seen was on every front page in the capital. The public was frantic for every last detail about the killer who'd come back to life. Well, where did he go after coming back to life, by the by? As you've seen, an exhibit was even created here at Madame Tuspel's. I can quite understand why the man's hair turned white, certainly. But what I don't understand is what Mr. Drebber was doing in the first place. I mean, yeah, that's a good question. Like, why would you be going into a cemetery in the dead of night with a shovel? I mean, in a lonely graveyard in the middle of the night. Yes. What was he up to? Following the execution. Yeah, again, what happened to the professor then? If he rose from his grave like it was fucking Altered Beast. The professor's acts of terror threw London's upper classes into complete panic 10 years ago. Okay, you know, that's also probably why the professor is like extra notorious, because he targeted like the rich and powerful and famous and stuff. You know, killing like prostitutes and stuff. You know, it's grisly, but you know, those are the kind of people that society doesn't tend to care about anyway. I don't know. Did I say something like that last time? I don't know. It's been a bit since I was able to record. It was a great scandal, one might say, at the very highest levels of society. And since the killer's identity was never made public, rumors abounded. After all, no killer had ever before systematically employed a dog as a weapon of murder. Man, I wonder if Sirhan Dojin was taking notes 100 years, or probably like 100 years before he was born. Yes, I can imagine the impact the case must have had. But in time, of course, the rumors abated. So too did talk of the shocking witness account of the convict who came back to life. Again, did they follow up on that? Like, where did he go if he came back to life? It was forgotten. dismissed as a dubious ghost story, as a preposterous parlor tale. But why do people stop believing it? Why? Simply because there was no resurrection to speak of, as was established in fact. What do you mean by no resurrection? The police investigated the grave in Lowgate Cemetery and published their findings. The convict's body was found to be buried exactly where it had been following the execution. Oh, so it didn't actually happen. No! That would mean Mr. Drebber must have lied to the police and the newspapers. He must have been a dirty little liar boy. Even back then. That would appear to be the only logical explanation, yes. I mean, yeah, because if he didn't actually rise from his grave, then clearly he just made it up. The young man subsequently vanished from society, and nothing has been heard of him since. Well, geez, tell that to the magician guy and the scientist juror who had a whole fucking slew of rumors and stories about him. It's rather striking, then, that he should resurface now, don't you think? Of course a convicted murderer couldn't really have come back to life. That's not possible. But Drebber's hair is unusually white, and if that really did happen overnight as a result of shock, it's hard to believe the incident was an out-and-out lie. I mean, yeah, unless he just dyed his hair. I mean, I'm pretty sure hair dye existed back then, right? Who's to say he didn't just dye his hair white to, you know, further the illusion? I mean, he is all about the conjuring and whatnot. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah! Oh. Okay, well, I wasn't gonna fucking try and do that loud-ass scream, because I do have, like, neighbors and stuff. What the blatant Nora, Odo? What have you gone and done? Gina? What are you doing here? Hey, don't shoot me. I asked Iris, and she said this is where you'd be, so... Oh, Jesus Christ. So? Gina? Not so loud in the museum. Madame Tuspels will have you take a position as a waxwork, if you're not careful. I think there might be a more pressing concern. You can't just shoot a gun in a upwards, in a, you know, in a closed setting like that. I still had some flash powder left from 6 months ago, so... Alright, Gina, we understand. But please, put down the gun, okay? It's okay, Gina, just relax. Just don't pull the trigger. Sorry, I got scared. You tried being the one on the other end of the barrel. I mean, I can't exactly blame her, because Ryunosuke was also being a little scaredy cat when he came in here. So, what brings you here, Gina? What brings me here? What do you think? We found it. We found that Dirty Co's workshop. What? You found Trevor's workshop? Damn, that dog is... That dog knows what he's doing. Yup! Toby's nose took me straight there. The boss and the others are heading over there now on the track. So come on! Come on! Okay, well, you know me, my accent work isn't perfect. Here's the address. I'll get the boss to write it out. Oh, thank you, Gina. We'll make our way there at once. Alright then. See you there. See ya. wouldn't want to be ya. Get fucked. You go. Don't mind me. I'll just stay here, being still. Oh, come on. Oh, you can sneak out, can't you, Herlock? You're a master of disguise. Just disguise yourself as someone else and just sneak out. You know what I mean, pal? Don't worry about it, pal. I got your back. What? Oh God. Oh no. Now your face is doing the weird thing. Okay. I know my place. In the exhibit over there. Oh dear. Someone is feeling sorry for himself. Let's go, Mr. Sholmes. You're coming. Your words hearten me, I must say. But if I were to shirk my duties here, Madame would have me pay monetary recompense. Monetary recompense, and Iris's dinner plate would be empty once more. Forget that! I'll pay for everything! Oh no. Then there's not a moment to lose, my dear fellow! I shall hail a carriage at once! Okay, I feel like Herlock just played Ryunosuke for a fool. A damnable fool. I'm offering to share the cost from Mr. Sholmes, then. I shall gladly pay half, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, thanks, man. Thank you, Mrs. Otto. Let's go. Yeah, it's Herlock, might not always be reliable, but I can always count on Suzato-san. But hey, maybe now we'll actually get to meet fucking Enoch Driver after all the fucking hype and hullabaloo surrounding him. Or at least his workshop, anyway. That looks like the instantaneous kinesis machine. Oh, it's another super high voltage instantaneous kinesis machine. Indeed, it would appear so. Though only a prototype. Naturally. Ah, so you got here then. Gina, well done for finding this place. And in such little time. You've really worked miracles. Oh, it's Toby here who's the miracle worker. Woof. Oh God. What's all that stupid face you're making? You look so fucking unhappy to see us. Like, damn, dude. Did you just sniff a cucumber? Or perhaps a lemon? I thought you lot would show up before long. Hello, Inspector. That's one knitted brow. Yeah, that's one way of putting it. He looks like he's eating a lemon, not a bag of fish and chips. Yeah, Ryunosuke has the right idea. So, Inspector, is there any sign of the engineer? Sadly not. We didn't find a soul in here. Oh. What a shame. Well, thank you for letting us know about this place, and giving us the chance to investigate. According to what Gina tells me, we only found it thanks to a clue that you lot turned up. I wouldn't want to say, go to Paris with a debt of gratitude on paid now, would I? Wink wink. Nudge nudge. Thank you, I guess. Anyway, if you're open to snoop around in here, I'd get cracking. Lord Van Zeeks and the forensic investigation team are on their way here as we speak. Them again. I imagine you've got the picture by now. I don't take too kindly to lawyer types. Right. So then, my dear fellow, let's turn this place upside down whilst we have the chance. And you, Sholmes. Pardon? They take even less kindly to great detectives than they do to lawyers. Very droll, Gregson. Very droll. But you may consider me nothing more than an inconspicuous waxwork model. Alright then. Let's see what we can find in here. Let's see. Let's see indeed. Hey, it goes all. I guess it does go all the way up here, huh? Hey, but by the way, what's with this conspicuous trophy? Ah, this appears to be most interesting. Yes, most interesting indeed, wouldn't you say? It's an impressive-looking back massager, that's for sure. A back massager? What the fuck? Bro, what fucking back massager do you know that looks like a fucking trophy? I have no doubt that if you hit your shoulders a few times with that, your aches and pains would soon go away. And even Chomba's looking at you kind of side-eyed. Oh. Okay, there we go. For some reason the fucking my button was not working. It's a Royal Society trophy for excellence in science. A young scientist could wish for no higher honor. Ah. Would you like a massage? No, I'm fine, thank you. I had no idea it was such a grand thing. But do they not have trophies in Japan? I think it's becoming increasingly clear that there's much more to this Mr. Enoch Trevor than conjuring tricks. I couldn't agree more, my dear madam. And how about you, Mr. Naruhodo? Wouldn't you like to take it with you? For your tired shoulders, of course. Okay, goddammit, okay. Herlock, you don't need to fucking bust my balls that much about it, okay? He's not gonna let that go, is he? Clearly not. It's curious, though, isn't it? You would expect such an important trophy to be proudly on display somewhere, not haphazardly cast aside. English gentlemen can be quite a mystery at times. The science trophy has been entered into the court record. Well, hey, I mean, maybe he just had a lot of trophies, and, you know, that one doesn't really stand out that much anymore. By the way, is that a motherfucking stepladder? Oh wait, did that not count as me, well, I was trying to click on the ladder, but I guess that didn't count. I'm sorry, Mr. Naruhodo. That machine is covered by the Special Dispensation for Scientific Equipment Act. There will be serious repercussions if you were to examine it from the Crown and the government. Oh. Okay, well, clearly it's not stopping them. Well, those two don't seem to be holding back. It's quite hollow inside. No working parts or devices of deception to be seen, my dear fellow. And no loose change dropped to the floor or nothing. Not even a bone for Toby here, my dear fella. British people are very much ruled by their own ideals, aren't they? I think that's just these two, Mrs. Otto. Those two fucking weirdos. But hey, we wouldn't have them any other way, am I right? By the way, nice aeroplane you got there. Even though I'm pretty sure they weren't invented yet. What on earth is this? An aeroplane, Mr. Naruhodo. One day, scientists believe it will allow humans to fly freely in the skies. Is that how the trick will be described, is it? Sorry. Well, It's actually suspended by a thin but very strong cable, isn't it? Oh, well, this model is, yes, but a real aeroplane would actually fly high in the sky. Well, suspended from somewhere even higher in the sky, of course. Because large metal objects obviously can't really stay in mid-air unsupported. So, to you, the solution is ever taller towers. Oh, Ryunosuke, you silly little boy. Although, I mean, I guess I didn't know at this point though that like aeroplanes were still like, or even in like the conceptual stage. I guess it was around that time period, give or take. Let's see. Sorry, I'm just. This music is kind of going hard. This is. It's a European-style quiver of arrows with steel bolts inside. I don't know if you need to specify European style, but well, I mean, I guess Japanese quivers probably look different. I don't know. Oh, do you suppose? Crossbow bolts, these. Just the right size for the bow that you lot turned up at the exhibition grounds. In other words... Yup. That's more evidence to support your theory. It all goes to show that Dreba was the one pulling the strings behind the scenes of the whole scam. Alright, well, we now know that it belongs to old Dreba. Although, I don't know why he would leave it in such a conspicuous, easy-to-find place. Like, I assume he probably had to leave the workshop in a hurry to not be spotted, but, like, it's still a bit strange, don't you think? Like, like, these are barely even hidden. It's just kind of hanging out by the side. Then again, so was the crossbow. Like, the crossbow was not exactly hidden in the most inconspicuous of places, now wasn't it? This door doesn't want to open. Yeah. Looks like it's got a pretty hefty lock on it. There's a specialist locksmith on his way over from the yard, so hands off till he gets here. With permission, Inspector. I can have that lock open in less than a minute. Well, you don't have permission, and no one's given it to you. Aw, poor Herlock. You made him sad. Gregson looked as though he really enjoyed that. Yeah, he does have a stupid looking look on his dumb face. Well, there's no sound of anybody on the other side. Well, no. Dreba must have fled at the first sign of danger. Oh, but fucking... Excusez-moi? Cathud? Oh. Is something wrong, Mr. Zato? Yeah, did you not hear the fucking big thud? Well, I thought I heard a noise from the far side of that door. Well, Gina, did you hear it too? Yeah, I did it all. What do you reckon, Toby? Woof, woof. I'm a dog. I can't speak English. I don't know what you expected from me, but I was not going to respond in kind. Alright. Right. Mind the grease. Thud, thud, thud. Whoever's in there, open up. This is Scotland Yard. Clomp, 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 clomp. Squeak. Clunk. Well, yeah, clearly someone's in there. Oh my! Someone is in there! But it's locked, I presume. Ugh! This rotten, bleeding lock! My dear Gregson, as I said only minutes ago, If only it were countenanced, I could unlock that door in less than a minute. Come on, Grexis, don't be a fucking pill. Fine, I'll take the rap for it. Just get us through that blasted door. Oh shit. You already got it. Well, there. You may enter at will. You've confused minutes with seconds, I think. Yeah, damn, you just, like, fucking did that in a New York minute. Time is of the essence, I feel. What are we waiting for? Nothing for it, I suppose. Yes, it's an emergency. There's a strong possibility that beyond that door is the engineer that you all seek. Be prepared for action, my dear fellows. Yes. Yeah. Dong. Dong. Jeez. Did a fucking tornado go through here? Also, excuse me, there seems to be some fucking dynamite. Some Acme grade dynamite in the room. Which seems like it's kind of problematic. Just thinking out loud. What's happened in here? Why is everything upside down? Rats! There ain't no one in here after all. But there must be. It was only moments ago that we heard those noises. Well, maybe that was the sound of Trevor running away. There's only one door into this room. And no windows that could afford an escape route. Those skylights are too high. I mean, if you, like, stacked up some stuff, you could probably get up there. But what's that up there? Looks like fucking footprints to me, pal. Are they footprints? On the ceiling? Was he fucking dancing on the ceiling? And blow me! What have we here then? Ugh. Looks like someone was trying to burn something in a hurry. Oh, that looks like a set of blueprints. To what? That Professor Hairbrain's bomb machine, is it? Blimey! If we'd had these, there'd have been no need to muck about trying to investigate all that scrap metal. Yeah, that would have made things a lot easier. There is something of great interest here, too. This rope was lying on the floor at the foot of that pillar. A rope? What's significant about that? Never mind. You see, but you do not observe, Mr. Naruhodo. We must investigate the entire room thoroughly, and before the forensic investigation team arrive, too. Yeah, it looks like things are starting to pick up again. But, we're gonna have to save it for the next episode. We made good progress as is, and, you know, don't want things going too long, so... Yeah, in the next episode, we will definitely investigate the room a little more thoroughly, and, try to figure out where old Enoch could have fucking ran off to in what is presumably a closed room. But until then, though, I'll see you around.